Hello. Once again, we are here to talk about this rubric, problem posing in creativity in mathematics. I want you to look at assessment criteria first. Depth of understanding, fluency, flexibility, originality, elaboration or elegance, generalizations and reasoning, and extensions. So, think about those things. Those things sort of intertwine. So as you talk about one, it sort of morphs into the other. Fluency, for example, how many different ways can you solve a problem? That's typical. You've heard of that. Often in mathematics, they teach you only one way. However, if you're a good mathematical thinker, somebody will have said at some time or another, is there another way to think about this? Another way to complete it? Another way to do it? Is there a better way? Is there a faster way? Is there a more complete way? So that's what that is getting to. The flexibility, though, is one part that's really important. Flexibility talks about not only how many different ways can you look at it, but from how many viewpoints. So as you look then, you see, can you use a graph? Can you use geometric understanding? Can you use algebraic patterning? Can you make a physical model that makes sense? Those are things that are really, really something worth spending some time to think about. Originality is always good and always usually requires creativity. Often when you look at originality, that's when joyfulness comes into play. So as you're looking at something, kind of twisting it around, trying to wrap your mind around it, it just becomes really fun to play with, which is originality. And then you get into elaboration and elegance. Elaboration we've talked about in language arts a million times. But look, here it is in mathematics. Can you communicate what you know to someone to a variety of different people? Generalization is something that is pretty, it's like, can you take what you know here and apply it somewhere else? Does the law that you've learned here, does it apply all across the board, or are there limits to what you know and understand about this? And then it naturally goes into extensions. And extensions means further questions, just like in science. Anytime we do a science experiment, we take a look, well, we found this, but what questions have we uncovered that we want to know more about? Mathematics is similar. So as you go through thinking and wondering about mathematics, this is a rubric that will help your thinking of mathematics strengthen. All right, spend some time with it, do some thinking, and let's give a big shout out of thanks to Linda Jensen, Sheffield. This is her rubric that was published by the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics. And so this comes from NCTM. It's authored by Sheffield. So it's great. Thank you, Linda.